How is everyone's weekend? I'd like to talk what happened this weekend, and this is actually serious. Um, Started out this past Saturday, and this past Saturday I was at the Korean Culture Center with the Philippine Canadian Cultural Foundation, and I just made my debut on Saturday. Um, with Tita Rosemer and the organization. I was there at 2. I got there after 2 o'clock because it was the Miss Philippine Canada 2023. It was the kids and the teens. And when I got there, it was a great afternoon. I got to, be with them for the first time since Pinoy Fiesta, and I was officially on board. And now I'm officially an officer of the organization. And during that time, the kids pageant was so much fun. We got to see a lot of youngsters showing their talent through music, singing, dancing. It was phenomenal, and the crowd was wild. I'm like, wow, that was like the biggest reaction ever. And I took some like videos and pictures. Although I didn't take for the teens pageant later that evening, because my gallery was full, and I was only posting the kids pageant. We after the kids pageant, this where it gets down to the teens pageant. Um, During intermission, no, not intermission. Before intermission, they asked me to go by the door, and handle the tickets, which was fun. And then up until intermission, okay, when we were going for intermission, this stupid lady, she was like, this stupid lady, so fucking clumsy, okay. And she's like Filipino. She has like her breasts right up to here, and she's wearing like this outfit. And she's like one of the judges from the teens pageant. This clumsy bitch, okay, didn't see where she was going. Okay, I'm standing at the front of the door, right? Because I never had this problem before. Okay, I'm posting pictures from the kids pageant so I can get a head start. Because there was like, even though I was like handling the tickets at the door, making sure everyone's got their ticket, and the bottom piece is ripped off. Okay, so this clumsy bitch decided, okay, she didn't see anything. Okay, she didn't watch where she was going. Here's it. I had my phone like this, right? I was posting the pictures from the kids pageant, and what happened was she purposely knocks my phone. Purposely knocks my phone to the floor. How can you not see that? Are you fucking stupid? How can you not fucking see that? You could have said something in the beginning. Excuse me, sir, can I get by there? Can I get by here, please? No problem. Or something else, right? And my look, I had an angry look, and she tried to apologize, and I had the angry look. You know what? You're not fucking sorry. You are not fucking sorry. And like, nobody in my life has bumped into me and with my phone going to the floor and hit my phone to the floor, knocking my phone to the floor. Excuse me, like that. Okay, it's a good thing the back protector protected it, because if this back protector, if I didn't have this back protector, my phone would have been destroyed, and I would have had to press charges for destruction of property, and she would have had to pay me for a new phone. And yes, it was on purpose, because during the whole entire time, nobody's ever done that. They're all paying attention where they were going and stuff like that. But how can you not see that? For wait, you purposely knocked my fucking phone off my hands And you say, oh, and she picked up my phone and gave it back to me. I gave her a look like, in the back of my head, you fucking bitch. You cannot, I don't give a shit if you're educated. I don't give a shit. You're ignorant bitch. You fucking ignorant bitch. Because I stood calmly, because of what I'm setting an example. I'm the better person because of what I was setting an example for the community. I was setting an example for the Filipino Canadian Culture Foundation, which I am a part of. I'm so blessed to be a part of. And it got to the point where I just look in the eye like, you fucking bitch. Because I stood calm, I set an example. But the thing is, too, I am not from Scarborough or Toronto. No offense. And I have an image and reputation to protect. Okay? It's a blessing in disguise. Like I said, the back protector. Okay, if it wasn't for the back protector, this whole phone would have been destroyed. Reliable. What if something would have happened right up there? Okay, where I can't get a hold of my parents or any of my emergency contacts, like local phone calls. Okay, what if people try to get a hold of me, say, Vinny, what time you're coming home? Or Kareem's birthday, because Kareem's birthday was that same night. And what if something would have happened, right? I would have charged that lady, whoever the fuck she is, ignorant bitch that she is, she would have been charged for destruction of property. Thank God the back protector protected this phone, because I had this phone for 2 years. Yes, I dropped it to the floor, yes. But nowhere in my life does somebody purposely knocks my phone to the floor and picks up and you apologize. No, that's not an apology. Okay, that's not an apology. Apology when you do something by accident, not something on purpose. Like, are you fucking stupid? I think so. I think you're a fucking idiot. No, seriously. And you're a Filipino, grow up. Like, act like one. Remember where you came from. Like, don't, enough with your, oh my gosh. This bitch. And like, that was, that right there is like the look that, oh my god, it's just, if you would have been there, oh my gosh, it should have been more than a sword, because you know what, you just put my life at risk, my life in danger. Because what if that phone had been shut? Obviously, I would have done the right thing. I don't give a shit if you have kids. I don't give a fuck. I have an image and reputation to protect, and this person, and they're reliable for me. Well, not the chair organization's fault, because like, you know, it was actually the judges, right? They're the people who are in charge of the pageant. They're reliable for that. If that would have happened, I would file a lawsuit, destruction of property. They would have had to pay me for the phone. And after when it was done, she tried to apologize to me, like, you know what? And after that, I tried to go outside, not to think about it. And this was during the teens, and this is the teens pageant judge, not the kids, because the kids were amazing. I had never had a problem there. And it literally shut me out. Like, I tried not to think about it, tried to go outside, not to think about it. By the time I got back inside, I went up to Tita Rosemary. Tita Rosemary came up to me and said, hey, we're going to be going up on stage. When they call the officers, we're going up on stage. And that's when I had a mental breakdown. When we're going up stage, I was gone. I actually had a mental breakdown. It got to the point where it triggered, and I just lost myself. Like, right there, we were going up on stage, I was gone. Like, I blacked out for about 10-15 minutes, like 5-10 minutes, because all I see is Tita Rosemary coming up to me. I felt so bad that she said to me, Vinny, go behind where the stage. I wouldn't mind standing behind, because there was a lot of people. I couldn't remember anything at all. I remember her coming to me and saying something to me. Either it was just going behind the stage or whatever. I'm like, it was going behind the stage, it's fine, because there was like a lot of people, right? That was fine. And then like and all of a sudden I ran off the stage. I started crying, like tears were coming out of my eyes. Like, I was out of it. Like, seriously, because the good thing was on my medication, but I was actually out of it. it triggered me. And then all of a sudden I was completely gone for about 10, 15 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, actually. And, like, the whole entire, the close to the end of the teens pageant, I was out of it. Right? And by the time it was over, I was back to normal. Literally back to normal. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? Then I had to ask Tita Rosemary, what did you say? Did you say to me to go behind the stage, or what did you say? And like, no, I told you you go behind the kids to take a picture. I'm like, what? I'm like, and I had to apologize. I'm like, oh my God. But it was okay. She didn't know that part until I actually messaged her today and told her that happened. And I received a message her back today. She apologized. I know what, I felt bad. I love Tita Rosemary. She took me as her son. I'm very proud to be part of this organization. And she had to apologize for this ignorant person. I'm like, no. Don't apologize for that ignorant lady, because you know what? It wasn't their fault, because they're very responsible. I know these guys very well. But the pageant itself, yeah, they're very responsible. They're very responsible for that. You know, I don't care what education you have or whatever the fuck you have, what's your fucking background. Learn how to be an adult. Learn how to pay attention to your surroundings. And when the pageant was done, I actually started coming back to normal. Like, it was done, like, I didn't even remember a thing. That's why I asked Tita Rosemary. And I apologized to her, and she said it was okay. Like, I told her I blacked out. Like, I did tell her I blacked out, and I ran off the stage, like, oh, and as soon as they took the room, like, oh, that's why I'm glad the cameraman took the picture of her and I together. It felt better. And then I felt better when we were cleaning up, which was fine. I was myself. And I felt better and I told her daughters what happened too. They were going to look into it. And I was not going to say anything else, because we were all tired from Saturday and then yesterday as well. And then that's when I decided to tell Tita Rosemary today on what happened. And she apologized. I'm like, no, don't. I appreciate the apology, but it wasn't your fault. It was actually the judge, that lady judge. And it was by accident. You could have prevented. If she could have prevented, you could have just went there. But nobody has ever done it. I'll say, excuse me, whatever. It was like by accident and stuff like that. If it was like by accident, it would have been like, okay. But the back protector, the screen would have been done. You would have been charged with. That lady would have been charged with destruction of property, and pay a $500 fine for this phone herself. Give me the cat, and I would have taken her to court, and she would have been charged with destruction of property, but that was purposely. You know, that's my life. That's my livelihood. Okay, my emergency contacts, my mom, my dad, and like emergency contacts. I don't care about social media. My emergency contacts, my local contacts. Okay, and close friends and family. Okay, that's not cool. And then triggering my issue. Yeah, that's another thing too. That was so bad. And then after that, started to become myself. I started to come back to normal. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I stopped crying. Like, tears are coming. I haven't felt a thing. And I had fun. I had fun in the beginning. In the beginning of the teens pageant, it was fun. But going into intermission, that's where it got bad. That's where it went into. And for that, I do not forgive that lady. It would have been more than a sorry. You don't fucking do that. You're fucking clumsy. A clumsy bitch. And, I don't care if you're a fucking judge. I don't care what part you have. I don't give a shit. You made your mistake. Now you own up to it. I want more than just a sorry. Because this phone would have been done. There would have been a lot of trouble for the pageant, not for the organization. I'm not going to put them in trouble. No, it wasn't their fault. I told them what happened. So they're on my side. But the pageant itself would have been in deep shit. They would have been in deep shit for that. So, not very happy about that. You know what? Not very happy that you guys are adults. You guys should know to watch your surroundings. Because you know what? What if that was you? What if I gone up and knocked your phone off your hands? You wouldn't like that. I purposely knocked your phone out of your hands and went on the floor. Then what? You know, learn to be mindful amongst your peers, because you know what? That's not cool. That's not cool. And then poor Tita Rosemary had to apologize. I'm like, no, Tita, that's not your fault. No. It's not the organization's fault. No. We're just helping on doing our part, which I am very happy to be a part of. You know, and I felt better after I was back to myself. Like, oh, I felt better. I was like, okay, I was having fun. Towards the end, I felt, what just happened? That's what happened. See what happens when you trigger my mental health, my ADHD. I go into, oh my God, you know. But now I'm okay now. I just want to come on here live. I don't want to go on social media about that, because I want to keep the organization safe, because I don't want them thinking, you know, that's why I want to come into my live and tell what actually happened. And I'm glad I told Tita Rosemary. I felt so much better, because I didn't want to put that lady. No. It wasn't her fault. It was actually the judge. She had to apologize. I'm like, no, don't apologize. It was not an accident, because you know what? How can you, like, you know what? It's so fucking stupid of that lady to do that. The teen pageant judge. It wasn't a kid's pageant judge. It was a teen. Like, I don't forgive that lady whatsoever. Whoever you are, I already know who it is. You're not forgiven. You know, I did the right thing by setting the example for the community. With the eyes look back, I'm like, I'm looking at you. Yeah. And then after that, when they all left, I felt normal. I felt back to normal. And that was it. And I got dropped off Fairview Mall, went over to Kareem's birthday. I was okay. And by the time I got home, I went to sleep. Yeah, I went to Kareem's. That's why, I went to Kareem's birthday for the last half an hour or two, like hour and a half or two, and then I went home. And then, I just slept till 12:30, and I saw Tita Rosemary again. I was not going to tell her, because, you know, poor lady, we were all up. I'm not going to put that against us on them. But today I'm glad I actually told her what actually happened. And she apologized, no, don't ever apologize for that lady, because you know what? She was very clumsy and she didn't see anything, so I don't forgive that lady, because you know what? If this was an actual accident, you just could have moved to the other, shifted a little bit to the other side of the door. This is pretty big. You can just fit yourself right inside. You didn't have to come near my area and purposely knock my phone to the floor. And you picked it up? It's like, who, what are you, oh, what a fucking idiot. Fucking clumsy bitch. But now I'm okay. Now, I'm okay now. I started to come back to normal. I was already normal after the pattern was over. Oh my God, I was out of it. And all of a sudden, when it was over, I came back to my own self. I was okay. I was smiling. Was happy. Was interacting. Again, remember too. I had to come out. I came off of that. That was not supposed to happen like that, because what I was having. But even during the the beginning of the going into the teens patch, they all showed me their tickets. No problem with that. It was what the judge. It was an intermission. That's where it started. Was during intermission. Yeah, it was intermission. So hopefully the guy, I actually talked to her daughter, to Tita Rosemary's daughter. So I told them her daughters, and told them what happened. They're gonna look in. From what I've heard, they're gonna look into it, which is okay. I don't mind with that. I'm not gonna force them, but force them to do that. But they do, that's fine. But I want more just an apology, because you know what? I am not from Scarborough. I am not from Toronto. I'm from Mississauga. Okay, no. Because here's this. If anything would have happened to me in your city, you guys would have been done. How can you explain to my parents that in another city you guys put me in danger? Because I can actually sue your city and your police department. Don't think I would do that. Good thing I stood calmly, setting an example for the community. If that would have been a different case, you guys would have been done. You know, you don't do that. Especially with somebody who's suffering from ADHD, you don't fucking do that. Fucking ignorant bitch. How would you feel if I fucking knock out your phone, you fucking idiot? How would you feel if I come over there and knock out your phone onto the floor and it breaks? Ha! Takes two to tango, bitch. Oh my God, what a fucking idiot. If that was me, I would say apologize. And not just, oh, I'm sorry about your phone. Yeah, get the fuck out of my face. I had to eat. I was like, oh, good thing I stood calm and reverent because at the end of the day, I was a better person. Because that was no accident. I'm sorry, that was no accident. But I'm okay now. That's why I'm gonna come in here to my life and explain what happened. And like, oh my gosh, you know. Whew, I was talking about this for literally 20 minutes. Oh my god, another situation that happened. I'm like, the fuck. Yeah, it's not cool. Like, it's okay if it was accidental. There should have been more than just a story, but that was not perfect. You can't. No, there something was off there. I told my guys in the in our volunteer crew. Yeah, they said, yeah, don't worry about it. It was like they were concerned, right? No, they're like my family, so they have nothing to do with it. It was actually the pageant itself, not us, because they know how to be responsible. They're adults. And these guys, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So at the end of the day, like, you fucked up. You could have just like shifted a little bit onto the door near. Why come near my end and purposely knock my phone to the floor? Fucking clumsy bitch. I didn't even like this lady to begin. I didn't even like this lady. Like, you, oh, I'm sorry. Like, yo, more than a sorry. You're not forgiven. You're not forgiven. Because you know what? That was a bad accident. It would have been like, you know, but really, like, really. Like, seriously, get a life, man. I don't care if you're fucking educated. You're just a fucking clumsy bitch. Well, because you're educated, you're a judge. You get to be. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Fucking idiot. Give a fuck if you're educated or not, you fucking stupid bitch. Because you're a fucking judge of a pageant? Get the fuck out of my face. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. My gosh, man. Like, no, the beginning was fun. Like, that's why I love the kids' pageant, because there was no... It was, like, less stress. No. But like I said, it was the pageant itself. We were just like, the sponsors and shit. We were just the sponsors. No. It was actually the pageant itself. Clumsy fucks. No, the kids' pageant was fun. It was just the teens' pageant. The teens' pageant. It was a teens' pageant, of course. Yeah, but and then by the time we went off stage, yeah, that's by the time I came. Then I came back up on stage. Yes, yeah. There was a moment where I came back off stage. I came behind, and like I was so out of it. And by the time we went off stage, I'm like, what happened? I still couldn't, you know, I couldn't function. Like, no. That was like more than 10 minutes. And then after, when the whole thing was over, I came back to normal. Oh my God, I came back to normal. I was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? Yeah. Like, I'm okay now. No. I'm very happy I'm part of the Philippine Canadian Cultural Foundation. Very proud of it because it started out at Pinoy Fiesta, and like I was introduced when because I represented the Zumba team in Mississauga, and then with supporting my good friend Jess, and then Ron Antonio, and that's when they noticed me and I got recognized, and that's when I became like they started to bring me out, and I officially started. I did a good job. Like, they were very impressed. I'll give props. I give my love to the Philippine Canadian Culture Foundation. I'll give more than 100% because they knew I did a good job. So they get my hugs and kisses. Yeah, they were very impressed. I told you. It's gonna be fun working. It's gonna be fun being with those guys. I love them. They're family. That's family. Yeah. Now that I feel better now. Yeah, my apologies for my swearing and like that, guys. My certain apologies if I went off a little bit because that was bad. Like, I don't mean, there are times where I don't drop F-bombs and call somebody a bitch, but this was serious. So anybody that's gonna see is my apologies. Didn't mean to come out like this, but I do have to let this out because you know what? That was, a moment there where I had to, because the good thing I was on my medication too, because I had to be off of it. Oh my goodness, so it could have happened. So that's the good thing. I stood, looked into your eye like I don't like you, and hopefully there should be more than a sorry. So yeah, other than that, it was fun. Like, other than that, I'm gonna be going off this live now. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back on another live very soon in near future. I had to come on here and talk about it, so I will see you all soon. Enjoy your afternoon, everybody. Just watch where you're going.